right, shalom, shalom. Starting off, giving all praises, honor, and glory. It goes to
YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Rakakadash.
double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI. Brakathum to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom. So brother Taziar Benyamia.
Khan, shalom, the brother of Kakabar.
Khan, two brothers from GMS, Kansas City. Back to you with another lesson through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. Once again, as always, the water YAHAWASHI for letting me and this brother, not just me and this brother, but all brothers from Missouri, and we had, we're hosting guests from Ohio, to come out here and, as the movie says, leave the world behind. All right, because in the lesson that we made on the way here, we talked about how a lot of our circumstances is just our environments, because YAHAWASHI puts the prophets in each major city, in Babylon, and these major cities come with demons. The brothers from Columbus, they allowed us to talk to the brothers in New Orleans. I told the brothers in New Orleans same thing. New Orleans is the fucking wicked ass city. Kansas City, wicked as fuck. St. Louis, wicked as fuck. Columbus, Ohio, which wicked as fuck. All other big and major cities. But once we're able to get out of that environment, the Most High, really shows how loved we are. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in rural parts of Missouri, where some jakes would think that, they gonna hang niggas on trees out here, but really, it's been quite the opposite.
Yeah.
We mentioned in our sit down, a lot of these people are seeking to appease us more, man.
Yep.
So now that we have that understanding, we understand that YAHAWASHI is about to turn the favor for us, and these wicked ass cities are gonna be a testament for judgment on how that they treated the prophets, brother.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 16 and 7. It say, when a man's ways please Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So back in the brother's point up, where we're normally, Jake, we're in unfavorable positions with these heathen, man. But like we've been going into more and more as of late, is that the Lord is turning the tides in our favor, man.
Turn here in a little bit.
Oh God. Like the brother always say, man, that retirement check is coming, man. So a part of that is with us serving the Lord, even our enemies and these heathen, man, are going to be at peace with us. We had a testimony when we came out, the other day, the heathen was pretty much just trying to be in Jake's good graces, man. I'm gonna just put it like that. Kind of going out of their way to make it known that they fuck with Jake.
Yeah, shit. We ain't gotta just put it that way. Hey, white women buying us drinks.
Yeah.
Lawyers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lawyer white women buying us drinks. Jake getting breakfast, and the restaurant wanted to apologize for the wait. Gave us, free appetizers on our breakfast, man.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, niggas staying in line. Cause Jake, when they get around the elect, they start getting on that hating shit.
They really do, yeah.
Doing shit, stepping on your toes, bumping you and shit. But hey, everybody was respectful.
Yeah.
Everybody was peaceful. There wasn't no fights.
Yeah.
Jake dapping up, brothers.
Yeah. Even
though we don't want to be friends of the 2/3, but hey, as we saying, the favor is being shown. So it's really, it ain't about the interactions. It's about holding on to the wisdom, man. Because too much of attention can make a nigga go fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Too much of attention can make a nigga bug out. We gotta remember, like, even though people are trying to be nice with us, they gonna have to fucking die too.
Yeah. Yeah.
We ain't gonna forget about that part.
Right. That's why scriptures tell you that a gift ruins the heart, man. Because even at the end of the day, we still know the judgment coming to these people. But even through that, the Lord is gonna show us, the Lord is gonna still show us favor throughout that, man. You can't get, just because a heathen, hold the door open for you or buy you a drink, or
all Gentiles can make it.
Yeah, that don't mean all the heathen are gonna make it on the chariot, man. You can't let that destroy your mind and your understanding of what's happening. Just understand that the Lord can cause these people to show favor in your life.
Yeah, because on a spiritual level, these people understand that they've been living dirty lives.
Yeah.
And what they want to do, they trying to get right with the Most High. So they can have that charity cover a multitude of sins. But shit, if a wicked nigga who give charity, that's in vain, man.
Yeah.
You gotta be righteous to get the benefits from charity, man. So it's really like happening on a subconscious level. These people want to get right with the Most High, so now they want to take care of us.
Mm-hmm.
But hundreds of years you were enslaving us. You were raping our women.
Yeah.
You're feeding us backward philosophies and trying to get Jake to go off. But now that you see that the truth is here and men are becoming mightier and mightier, now you want to buy us drinks.
Right.
Now you want to be our friend. Well, that's not how this land was established. And the prophets are here to get the repayment for how this place was established, man. Not for how you treat us now.
That's right. Yep.
I got a precept. This is Exodus. Exodus 12. We're gonna start. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verses 31. It says, "And he called for Moses and Aaron by night and said, Rise up and get you forth from among my people. Both ye and the children of Israel, go and serve the Lord YAHAWASHI as ye have said. Also take your flocks and your herds as ye have said, and be gone. Bless me also." And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste, for they said, We be all dead men. Yeah, that's how Esau act now, man. You got these Israelites all around. brothers, the prophets, because not just Israelites, the prophets,
Yeah.
because you got Israelites that are still bugged that are going to die, but the prophets, primarily the men of GMS in the same spirit, they see us and that's what they think. Oh, we're all dead men. We got to get got to get them out of here.
Yeah.
It's saying, and the Egyptians were urging upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste, for they said, We be all dead men. And the people took their dough before it was leavened, their kneading troughs being bound up, and their cloths upon their shoulders. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment. And the Lord Yahweh gave the people favor in the sight of Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. So on a spiritual level, we spoiling these Americans. Before the Most High, gives us the spiritual power, and Lord willing, we be the elect, gives us the deliverance of salvation through the chariots. But he's letting us get, the forces of the Gentiles on a low level, man.
Yeah.
So that's why we say, when these heathen offer, we ain't fucking saying no, man.
Nah.
Because that's the spirit of the Lord working on them.
Yeah. And it's only gonna get better, man. We ain't really even seen none yet. All right, I'm gonna grab this to back the point. This is Job 20:18.
Yeah.
It say, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away a house which he builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. All right, but the point being is that this devil, all right, is going to have to restore everything he took from us, man. Because you got to realize this land was gotten through rape, rob, and murder. Okay, everything that the so-called white man has, he took that from Jake. All right, several hundred years of free slavery, man. This dude was able to have his kingdom built up. So everything that he got, all right, is through ill-gotten gain, man. Meaning the Lord is going to require this devil to give all of that back. So when we talk about, little bouts of favor in our life, different things, we may have peace and favor with these heathen. You got to realize the Lord he's going to bring that to his fullness, man. Ultimately by giving us the whole earth, because really this devil got the fatness of the earth right now. And even that's promised to us.
God, bro. And that's right. That's right, bro. I got the definition for restitution because you mentioned that precept. It said restitution is the act of compensating someone for loss, damage, or injury. It typically involves returning stolen property to its rightful owner or paying financial compensation to make a victim whole again. All right, and we don't need the so-called white man to make us whole because YAHAWASHI is going to do that.
Yeah.
And Federal Reserve notes is not enough compensation.
No.
As we say, we don't want money, we want you.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And the way that the spirit is working is that a lot of people are starting to become willing servants. All right. A lot of people see our spirit and they want to be around. They want to be involved. You know, we had a guy. We was out. Me and this brother and another brother just talking amongst themselves, and the spirit had this young man from across the street. We didn't solicit him or nothing. He just saw us talking and came up and he just started asking questions. What are y'all involved in?
Yeah.
You know, why? You know, what are y'all doing? You know, just saying things. You know, I feel like you all need to tell me something.
Yeah.
And he was very intense.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and me and my spirit. You know, when I'm in public, I don't want to make friends. And you know, the Most High kind of checked me because when he first came up, I was like, you know, man, just go about your business. We ain't on that. You know, we just talking, you know, whatnot. But he was persistent.
Yeah.
He's like, no, you know what, no, you know, I'm cool, man. You know, yada yada yada. So, you know, we basically, you know, told him, if you want to be around us so much, and you know, something's really telling you to be here, you know, we are the Israelites, and you know,
right.
That the whole basic breakdown.
Yeah.
But you see, that was the spirit of the Most High working on that because shit, you know, we was around females, you know, different things you can get into outside of standing around us, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, but the Lord is working on the minds of people to be in order with you.
Yeah.
That's what, you know, I tell this brother times, you know, Isaiah 4:1 is going to be more than just women. There's going to be people that want to serve, man.
Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, even when you go into Amos, the 8th chapter, it tells you that the people shall wander from sea to sea.
Yeah, I'll get that.
Okay, Khan, yeah. Even the people, man. Like the brother said, it ain't just going to be women. Ultimately, everybody outside of the prophets, man, they're going to want answers. And the answers come from the men of the Lord. Because scriptures tell you the Lord revealed his secrets to his servants, the prophets. And so tying into the lesson, we in the time now to where the Lord is beginning to show the favor upon his men. The Lord tells you that then shall be known who are my chosen, man. So these people are starting to see it, whether they fully understand it or not. Their spirit is drawn to us for a reason, man. You know, like a moth to a flame. It's just like the brother said, man, we was out kicking it. You know, me, this brother, and another brother, we was just chilling, minding our own business, man. You know, normally when you see a group of Jake, you know, you don't just go up to a random group of people and just, you know, butt in a conversation, man. Yeah. You know, but the spirit was on a dude to come over and, you know, and try to, you know, break bread, man. But just the point being is that our spirits are going to draw a lot of people to us, man.
Right, and that's very it takes a change in your mindset because you know in the earlier days of prophesying we were very intense. I mean we still are intense, but you know we're I wouldn't say we're not used to it, but certain interactions that we have are coming more frequently and it wasn't like that before. We used to having 2-hour curse out sessions at camp. Yeah. We used to be having to rebuke people just, you know, in our folly doing stuff, you know. But now that people's eyes are being spiritually open and the prophets are being, you know, received more, we kind of have to change how we interact with people and how, you know, how we are received by others. Because the scriptures, you know, speak on how, you know, you don't want to shut off the kingdom impossible.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it ain't always nigga get out of here. Because I'm thinking of a lesson Elder Manatazakba from South Carolina did. You know, he said he went into a store, and when he walked out, a brother was trying to get his attention and talk to him, and he kind of shunned him off. But the brother ended up saying, you know, hey, I appreciate the work y'all doing, and gave him some money. Because I guess he recognized him from the YouTube.
Yeah.
And the elder said he kind of felt bad because the way he initially reacted to him might not have been as inviting and welcoming, which we ain't always inviting and welcoming.
Yeah.
But we got to understand to give an ear when the Spirit tell you about certain things, or, you know, if everybody in a fucking bug out, man. Sometimes you just got to stop and listen and see what you can learn.
Right.
You know? I got that Amos 8, you can break it down, man. This is Amos chapter 8. We're going to start at verse 7. The Lord Yahawah has sworn by the excellency of Jacob, surely I will never forget any of their works. Shall not the land tremble for this, and everyone mourn that dwelleth therein? And it shall rise up wholly as a flood, and it shall be cast down and drowned as by the flood of Egypt. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord Yahawah, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon. I will darken the earth in the clear day, and I will turn your feast into mourning.
Yeah, and the Lord say he'll darken the earth in the noonday, man. And that can go into the understanding of these people. You know, going into the wisdom, man. All right? Because we know that we in that time to where the Lord is pretty much doing away with everybody else, man. Okay? It's either it's the truth that's coming from the prophets or nothing else, man. All right? If you been paying attention, nobody else has the answers to what the fuck is going on and why it's going on in the planet Earth.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord is darkening the wisdom, all right, of Esau's kingdom.
He's sobering this place up.
Yeah.
Ever since 250 years ago, that was the opening of the club.
Yeah.
You know, since 1776, all of this now, this has been a big old party for Esau.
Yeah.
But now the Lord spiritually turning the lights on, man. You know?
Yeah.
You know, like when you're in a spot, you turn the lights on.
That's what they're talking to leave.
Yeah.
You talking about the end of the night?
You know, a chick look good in the dark. You see the light, you be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know, you know, you feeling nice in the dark when the lights is flashing, the music going, then you woke up.
Yeah.
And the lights gonna be like, oh shit, I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's what YAHAWASHI is doing through the Spirit. They been having all these fun and exploiting Jake and, you know what I'm saying, doing all this wickedness. But now that the truth is getting back on the earth and the lights is turning on in the club, everybody realizing that they fucked.
It's time to bounce.
And the only people that they see, you know, is really chilling is the prophets.
Yeah.
And the Most High, he not kicking us out the club. He kicking all you people out the club.
Right.
Yeah, we about to go into the after hours, which is, you know, when the lights turn off, man. When they shut it down, that's when the judgment starts.
Yeah. All
right. So let's say Amos 8 and 10, and I will turn your feasts in the morning and all your songs into lamentation. And I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins and baldness upon every head. And I will make it as the morning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day. And it's not just, well, obviously America is going to be destroyed one day in 1 hour. That's how powerful the Lord is. But the bitterness that these people experience is going to be a prolonged period of time, and that's now, man.
Yeah, it's already happening.
All right, that's why, you know, when we go out to different places, on the outside, you can see people's mirth and whatnot, but spiritual man can see that it's really suffering behind all this, man.
That's a real good point.
You know,
like,
go ahead.
Because you know, even when we do go out, you know, Jake, you know, do get into your little folly or whatever from time to time, but even then, man, like we, you know, through the Spirit, you can tell that the mirth is dead, man. You know, like you can genuinely tell that the mirth is not in these places anymore, man. Like, yeah, you know, people gonna still go out and try to, you know, live out the last, you know, few moments of their semblance of life or whatever, but these people don't got it, man.
Nope.
Like, we constantly put videos out, you know, of how these people are crashing the fuck out. Like, people don't got it, man. Alright, and we, even though we you know, we keep our spirit alive, we do what we gotta do sometimes, we realize that the Lord is done with this place, man. Like, we was bringing it out. This place is approaching the 250-year mark, man. You know? So, the Lord, this kingdom is through, man.
Yeah.
And if you invested in this shit, hey, the Lord is gonna just destroy your ass, man.
How come it's the 250th mark? You're supposed to be such a big and bad nation, but yet you have people shooting up the fucking capital of your society, man.
Yeah.
Nobody's in check.
Yeah.
Nobody's in order. Like, is it really something to celebrate 250 years?
Right.
Well, it is. It is for the Israelites because we served out our sins, man.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get to the point on this. Amos 8:10 again. And I will turn your feasts into mourning, and all your songs into lamentation. And I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins, and baldness upon every head. And I will make it as the mourning of an only son, and the end as a bitter day. Yeah, like the only son. Like this is the only hope these people have, man. You know. It said, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, YAHAWASHI. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, and they shall not find it. In that day shall the fair virgins and the young men faint for thirst."
Yeah.
Speak on it.
See, it said the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst, man.
It's young people.
You see, and it's not talking about, you know, no water, no H2O. It's talking about hearing the words of the Lord. All right, it's talking about the truth going out, man. Because the Lord has set the prophets up to constantly warn you people, year after year after year after year. And now that we're in the times where Jacob's trouble is happening, all right, and it's only getting worse. When you people want answers the most, man, you just won't find it.
Yeah.
Like, this is why we gonna be so how valuable. All right, as we touching on a favor that's really happening now, but that's going to continue to show it us, because we're those high value men, man.
Yeah.
The knowledge we possess is what draws these people to us. You know, even like I said earlier, they might not understand it fully through the spirit. Like the dude that came up, he didn't necessarily know what we was about, you know, but it was just something in the spirit was like, oh, let me go. It just drew them to us, man.
What they own.
Yeah. Yeah, God.
Yeah, kind of. And yeah, you know, this brother was saying, you know, how, you know, we're high value, and we were just speaking on that before we dipped out, headed back home. That especially these women, you know, we ain't gonna turn this to a whole, you know, women shit, but these women realize they need men like us.
Yeah.
They see we have might, they see we have confidence, and they see that we have peace, man. And that's what a lot of the world is really lacking. Like, they just think, you know, no fucking extra bills and, you know, whatever shit is peace. No, we talking like hope, faith, you know what I'm saying? Upliftment. These are things that are not in the world. So we're saying that women are realizing that they need men like us, but they don't know how to approach us.
Yeah.
As you say, we're high level and we carry ourselves as such.
Yeah.
You know, every bitch with a fat ass don't get hollered at by the prophets.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Because we operate spiritually, so sometimes we won't move unless the Lord tell us move. You know, we got our, you know, we have our days when we just, you know, throw it up.
Shoot.
We also have days where we picky.
Yeah.
And we also have days where the Most High say, you know what, don't even talk to them.
Yeah.
And I've said this before, and I'll say it again on this lesson, is that the people want the ones that they can't get to, man. The ones that is hard, like, you know, the one that's hard to get to, the one that's hard to, you know?
Yeah.
You always, you know, you have bitches that walk around and do stops every fucking 15 minutes. You're like, man, this bitch everywhere. Anybody can get to her. But then you got, the shorty in the corner that's to herself, and you're like, damn, I gotta get to that. See?
Yeah.
That's how it is with the men of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be with the famine of the word, man.
Yeah. Because when something is scarce and hard to access, it's more valuable. It's hard. It's higher. It has a higher value to it.
Yeah. Rarity.
Rare. Yeah. Rare.
This is Isaiah 32:1. Behold, the king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And the man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, and as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And the eyes of them that see shall be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. Okay? And so that's going into the elect getting understanding. But when we put this precept, we always go to the verse 2, talking about how a man's going to be a protection. But verse 1 is good too, because it all starts with YAHAWASHI, man. It says, behold, the king shall reign in righteousness, man. All right? And righteousness is being over. There's a flood of righteousness coming upon the planet Earth, man. Yeah. All right? But the flood is slowly building up, When it started raining, for the first hour, it ain't shit flooded, but it has to continually, constantly flow.
Yeah.
To the point where, okay, now it's at the bottom of your foot, now it's at your ankle, now it's at your shin, now it's at your knee. And it's a buildup.
Yeah.
So YAHAWASHI's spirit is coming the same way, man. That's why, as we say, more people are coming to us because righteousness is being put forth out there.
Right. Yep.
I'll say something.
No, you got it.
Isaiah 32:1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. All right, and that's that's our catchphrase for this summer is directing traffic, man.
Yeah. God.
And that's what the Lord wants us to do. We've been sitting in the background. We've been taking the low. We've been putting up with bullshit that is very vexing.
Yeah.
And it's very trying to our patience. But now the Lord is putting us in leadership roles, man. Now the Lord is putting us in positions where people want guidance and direction from us, man.
Yeah.
So that's the prince's ruling in judgment, because we ain't fucking wicked, man. We know what's fair. We know what's right. We know what should be allowed. We know what shouldn't be allowed, man. And we understand how to rebuke shit that's not correct. We don't let everything fly around us.
Hey, and that's exactly what's gonna happen whenever all hell breaks loose, man. All right, we're gonna be directing traffic. Hey, because like you mentioned in Amos, when these fair virgins and the young men, right, when they wandering around, kind of like a deer in the headlights. All right, they're gonna want direction, man. So like the brother said, we're going to have to lead a lot of people. All right, because we kind of touched on that the other day. Yesterday is how we're saviors, man. All right, the elect men of the Lord are pretty much the heroes of the nation of Israel, man.
We're the good guys.
Yeah. Hey, that's what it is, man. And we look like the bad guys in the eyes of a lot of you people, but in reality, we are the good guys, man. Make no mistake. All right, but the point being is that we're about to have to lead people in these times, man. That's why they're gonna wander to us, all right. And we're gonna have to lead these people, like you said. Princes shall rule in judgment, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to judge, direct traffic, real shit.
Yeah, and use equity. Because as we brought in the lesson, people have substance that they want to put in our hands.
Yeah.
They want us to dictate. All right, and so the things that we learn amongst Akim is the things that are going to be translated in your personal life, and also the things that get translated when Jacob trouble gets real hot, man. Because we always say there's no guarantee that every brother's going to be around each other, man.
Right.
So we all have to understand the lessons that's being taught as individuals and be ready to apply it as individuals, man.
Right.
Right? But we're going to drop down in the same verse. Isaiah 32, I want to hit this. Isaiah 32 and 16. It says, then judgment shall dwell in the wilderness. righteousness remain in the fruitful field, and the work of righteousness shall be peace, and the effect of righteousness, quietness and assurance forever. You see, that's what people don't have. Quietness and assurance. There's no quietness here in America, man. Even the country is fucking confusing. You know? It may be all, you know, we may not have all that action stuff, but hey, the Lord plagues people out here, man.
Oh yeah.
This land is still cursed. You saw that paranormal shit going on.
Yeah.
All kind of shit, man.
Yeah.
But they, you know, they just too broke where they can't afford to go to the city and shit, you know. So yeah, the wicked, scripture say there's no peace to the wicked, man.
Yeah.
They don't get assurance. See, YAHAWASHI gave us assurance. If you do my works and you hold on to my name, you gonna live forever. You can be assured on that.
Right.
But shit, these people, United States ain't got no assurance for its citizens, man. The Federal Reserve note don't give you no assurance, man.
No.
So read it again. The judgment shall dwell in the wilderness, right? In the outside places. The places not easily found, man. The judgment shall dwell in the wilderness, and righteousness shall remain in the fruitful field. And the work of righteousness shall be peace, and the effect of righteousness and quietness and assurance forever. So yeah, people are gonna see the peace upon you, man. And they gonna wanna be around you. But you gotta understand, brothers, we gotta have a peace within us first before we start looking for any rewards and goodies, man.
Yeah.
And that's what, you know, part of the conversations that we're having on this trip, you know, is brothers digging into yourself, man.
Yeah.
Wanting more for yourself, doing more for yourself. Because when you do those things, it translates to the body. Then you want more for the body. Then you start doing more things for the body. When YAHAWASHI sees both of those things, he's gonna do things for you.
Facts.
You know? You got anything else? I'm gonna wrap it up.
Okay, Con, I can bring this one out. Isaiah 33:6.
Yeah,
It say, and wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. All right. And like the brother was saying, quietness and assurance, man.
Yeah.
That, you know,
those
like
are two heavy words, bro.
heavy, you know, because like that's one of the main things. Again, it's not always about the women, but that's what Isaiah 4:1. That's the main thing these souls are gonna want, man. Is stability. You know, a man that's calm, all right, in the face of danger, man. You know, and us having this truth, this knowledge, is what's gonna separate us from the rest of these niggas, man. Because we got the truth in the Lord, that's gonna keep us stable, man. No matter how turbulent this shit get, and we know it's coming though. Like, these people don't realize what's coming. We already know it's coming, man. So the Lord's already been preparing us up, building our minds to be able to endure it, and that's why he gave us this truth, man. You know?
Yeah, right. We're gonna end it. 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And I brought that up because a brother just told you about being separate. You know, we understand that word goes into being holy. So, you know, even though the world wants to love us now, we still fucking hate this place, man.
That's right.
We still remember how you people treated the prophets, man.
Yeah.
We understand how you treated our people in the inception of this place, man. And so YAHAWASHI, hey, we doing things to put smiles on our faces, but it ain't gonna be like that for everybody.
Right.
A lot of you people gonna fucking pay, man. You know, and we saw an example. You know, it was some females stumbling and shit, struggling. You know.
Yeah.
What do we say? Don't help them.
Keep it going.
Let them figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's what it's gonna be. And you people gonna cry and beg us for your counsel, but if the Lord don't put the Spirit on us to help you, then get away from us.
Keep it moving.
You figure it out, man.
Yeah.
With that, we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory. It goes to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Kakadash. A double honor to the apostles, double honor to the elders of the great millstone. YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bracket thumbs, no full leg. Shalom.
Shalom.